Jesus didn't rise from the dead. Christianity is a joke. No resurrection, no hope, no forgiveness, no church. Just a failed Jewish rabbi and 2,000 years of wishful thinking. But if he did rise, then he's not just a teacher. He's the undefeated king of death, and your entire life should revolve around him. So let's talk facts. Let's talk history. Let's talk about why the resurrection isn't just possible, it's undeniable. Evidence 1, the empty tomb. No bones, no body, no shrine. If Rome or the Jewish leaders had the body, Christianity would have died in its cradle. They could have paraded Jesus' corpse through the streets and ended it all. But they didn't, because there was nothing to show. And don't tell me the disciples stole the body. These guys were hiding, terrified, and couldn't even stay awake to pray. You think they turned into Mission Impossible operatives overnight? Please. Evidence number 2, the eyewitnesses. Over 500 people saw him alive. Not hallucinated, saw, talked with him, touched him, ate with him. You don't get 500 people hallucinating the same resurrected Jesus, especially not across different places, times, and groups. And by the way, many of those witnesses were tortured and killed for refusing to deny what they saw. People die for lies they think are true. Nobody dies for a lie they know is false. Evidence number 3, the explosion of the church. Something happened in Jerusalem, something that turned cowards into martyrs and shook an empire to its knees. The same city where Jesus was crucified. That's where the movement started. That's staging a hoax in front of all the people who could prove you wrong. And instead, they joined you. Why? Because they saw a dead man walking. Evidence number 4, the enemies converted. James, Jesus' own brother, thought he was crazy. Then he saw the risen Christ and became the leader of the Jerusalem church. Paul, Christian killer. Then he saw the risen Christ and became Christianity's loudest voice. These weren't fanboys. They were hostile witnesses who had everything to lose and still gave their lives. Evidence 5, the resurrection wasn't even convenient. This isn't the kind of myth people invent. A crucified Messiah? Women as the first witnesses? Followers who are confused and slow to believe? If the disciples made this up, they were terrible marketers. But that's the point. It wasn't edited, it was recorded because it actually happened. And if it actually happened, then Jesus is exactly who he claimed to be. The Son of God, the Savior of the world, the firstborn from the dead, and he's not waiting for your opinion. He's calling for your allegiance. So here's the bottom line. The resurrection isn't a metaphor. It's not a symbol. It's a verdict. Death is beaten. Sin is paid for. The grave is temporary. And if Jesus walked out of the tomb, that means you can too. The question isn't whether the resurrection is true. The evidence is already screaming it. The real question is, are you still pretending that it doesn't matter?